Hi Aries, welcome to your July 2019 monthly readings. Hope everybody's been doing well. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to do this a bit differently than I normally do. It's just how I felt. So I'm using angel cards, so you could just substitute the word, I think the word angel pops up a lot in it, or divine, but substitute that for whatever your belief is, right? The universe, life, spirit, God, whatever it is to you. So the first card we got is the Messenger of Thought. So it says, a new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. I feel like documents is important for you guys. I'm not sure why. You now know or will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant, truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. So if you're dealing with I feel documents, if you're dealing with documents and you're bringing it to somebody, with they're not very diplomatic means they go by the rules, by the book. So you have to have all your I's dotted, your T's crossed. Okay, it's like facts. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but that's what's coming through with that card. Very orderly. You can see that in the picture, right? Where it's a lot of effort. There's tradition in this card too, right? Because it's reminding me of the Japanese, where like they got the white makeup on. It takes time and effort, right? So it's and detail, right? They put a lot of detail in that makeup that they do. The way they're dressing themselves is very orderly, right? There's a routine in it though. So like if you're going to change your career, you wanna ensure you might have to change your resume towards the job that you're applying for, and ensure that you have uh, everything clear and straightforward is what I'm getting on there, right? You need to go listing all of the jobs you've had. You just need to list the jobs that show the skill sets that are going to benefit you in the job you're applying for, if that makes sense. Okay, and then you got the two of abundance. I like that card. It says life might be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. So, with this card, it seems like you guys are overtaking a lot. Your work-life balance may be affected right now. Um, I'm also, for some reason, with that card, getting your body's manifesting um, a negative reaction because you're out of balance. So what does that mean? It's like almost like you may be getting, I want to say mysterious illnesses, but they're not. It's like your body's getting side effects. So it could be like rashes, migraines. It's out of balance. Your body's out of balance. Like mysterious symptoms. But what I'm getting with that is, and that's odd. What I'm getting with it is you're experiencing that because you're out of balance. So you're overstressed. You're doing too much. So like the work life balance is out of it's teetering here. Like so somehow you're going to have to balance that out. And it's saying inner child here, so you need to make more time for fun, getting together with family. I'm just going to change the station because it got really loud. All right. I need background noise when I'm doing this because the silence is, I get distracted by the little noises. Okay, sorry about that. inner child was here, and keeping things light, so more playful at work, joking around. Um, it's not taking things seriously, learning to laugh at yourself, like, um, but definitely with the inner child there, it's like having fun, right? Going out and playing, picnic, getting together with people that you love. The next card you got is Four of Emotion. Okay, so that's like the Four of Cups. Um, there are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven, so substitute that for whatever you believe in, is bestowing upon you. Life, we'll say life, it's a little easier. Um, Look around. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. So, well, in this card, you can see the woman is pondering, right? And there's a man. He's kind of like, he's got a rose. He's like fantasizing about you. It could be vice versa, right? Um, so you could be distracted by love, maybe. I don't know, for some of you. Oh, you just got a lot of cards that fell out. We'll take those two. Um, so this card is saying that there's people around you that can help you, uh, that care about you and love you. So if you, so you may have a person, you have the Emperor, okay? And earlier, what card was it? It says you might meet a truthful person, very blunt and not very diplomatic, okay? So you may have a person who cares about you, so it comes out quite stern, but what they're saying is for your own good, okay? That card talks about going within and daydreaming, okay? Daydreaming is all fine and dandy, okay? Because it's important that you visualize things. If you want change, you have to visualize that change, right? You have to see it before you can act upon it. But once you have that vision, you have to make the necessary steps to make that happen, okay? So how are you going to get your work-life balance? If you are a person who does a lot of overtime, my mom's an Aries. She works a lot. I'm a Sag, like mother, like daughter, like I work a lot too. For me, one thing I do is if I do overtime, it's only done from Monday to Friday. Okay. The weekend I leave to myself, and, I spend that time is quality time for me, but I also use that time to see family, spend with, my significant other, like, so you need to dedicate some time to yourself. You do have to balance things out a bit. Okay, you got to have some fun time. You did have an extra card that came out. That one is the Four of Thought. You got a lot of fours. Okay, fours are about stability. So you need to make changes to have stability, is what it's saying. Okay, and you have the Messenger of Thought, the Two of Abundance, Four of Emotion, and the Four of Thought. So there's a lot of thinking and clarity that you need to get done before you can make the necessary changes. And change is necessary, but you got to think about it, and you got to be decisive and make the decisions. Okay. So it could be you might even have to change the way the foods you're eating. If it's too sugary, try to eat natural sugars, which come from fruit, instead of pumping yourself full of, like, chocolate or bad sweets, right? So the Four of Thought says spend time in nature, listen for guidance from your angels, life, the universe, and your own inner voice. Because overanalyzing the situation won't provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. I just got a seashell. So getting near water could be highly beneficial for you guys. Um, you know, try to find a lake, go try canoeing, kayaking, something like that. Aries are quite fun. I'm pretty blessed to have an Aries mother. They're fun parents. And you might be so serious right now about getting things done that you're missing out on life's opportunities. Okay. It's not all business. All work and no play can make you very miserable. Okay. And then I'm just going to pull 3 tarot cards because I'm trying to keep these shorter so I can get them all done. Okay. So you had 3 that popped out. You have the Emperor. That's very Aries. Okay. There's a lily, a sun, and a moon in here. Okay. So, pardon me. What I'm getting from that is pretty much what those angel cards were saying, is that the sun and the moon, right? That's light and day, or night and day. Sorry. You really need to balance. Like, you need rest, Aries. I don't know why that's coming through. Like sleeping, scheduling. You know, like you're very get it done right now. I am getting that, but you need peace and tranquility. So, you know, buying a Groupon for a massage, a couple's massage. You know, even if you're not a couple, you can go with a sibling. You know, you can go with your mother or your father. Okay. You have the 2 of Swords. It says decisions, and that came through with the 2 of Abundance card. You're doing a balancing act right now. Okay. And you're feeling like one, like you're feeling like really stressed about like it seems like making a mistake and falling. And, you know, if it's telling you here right now, if you fall, you're falling in water. So it's not going to, if you make a mistake, it's fine. You can correct it. You can get back up again. It's basically what it's telling you. So the mistake's not going to uh, harm you as much as you think. Uh, it's going to be a learning curve. Okay. But I'm also getting there could be some setbacks with documentations. I don't know why. You have to have everything in order. Okay. So like, so maybe like metaphorically, when I was picking up like you falling into the water, it would be like, you know, you bring the paperwork in and then this person saying, okay, well, you're missing this, you're missing that, you know, like they're helpful because they're going to give you the information, but they're not diplomatic because they're saying, well, you got to go home and you got to do it. Bring it back to me when it's complete, right? Because they don't have, they're basically coming up as the emperor. They don't have the time for that. You know, they have to deal with other people because they're very helpful. So, um, making these whatever decisions you have to make, they're not quick, fast decisions. Okay, you have the 8 of Pentacles, I think it is. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, there's prudence on it. Okay, so that's 8 of Pentacles. It's Earth, right? Earth is slow moving. Okay, it takes time, takes effort. Okay, and here you see 2 hands with a pencil, a pen, a paintbrush, maybe. So it takes time to draw that out. So it's going to take time to fix things. Some of you, it's like if it's your relationship, I don't like to get into relationships. Relationships can come in all forms, though, with your mother, your father, or whatever, significant other. It's going to take time. Well, somebody's at a distance here to come together. I feel like there's a love thing where you're separated, but it's going to take, but you guys are in love. You're not separated because like you're broken up. Like maybe somebody's on a vacation or something like that, or long distance relationship. It's going to take time for things for you to get together, but you're going to get together. That's what I'm getting. So the advice that I would give you is work on your emotions. Your emotions are out of balance. You're feeling overwhelmed. Um, and that's okay. You could have somebody in your life you can talk about these things, discuss them with, get it off your chest. It's not good to hold it all in. Okay. Okay. If you're off kilter, Okay, again, with this, your body is manifesting some sort of reaction to everything that you're taking on. You're going to have to make decisions to heal that. Okay, you have to make decisive decisions. That's coming through here. Okay, and you're going to have to take the action on it. You can't really dwell on things. Okay, when you're thinking about things and you're pausing to take that time out to daydream or to uh, like consider things, because it's, you have thought here, a lot of 2 cards with thought. Okay, so that's thinking. You're not thinking about the problem, you're looking for the solution. You already know what the problem is, so try to direct your energy not to the actual problem but the solution to the problem. Okay, consider the possible solutions and then take action on that. You do have celebration here, though. There could be some good times. You have the opportunity to have good times, at least. Get together with people that are familiar, is what I'm getting. So things take time, though, you guys. Could be 8 months. You might be working on a project. It could take 8 months. Promotion could take 8 months. But you do want to recognize your emotions, where they're coming from, and then work on it from there. Why do you feel the way you feel? And then try to, because if you're feeling unhappy, why are you feeling unhappy? Okay. And then once you recognize why you're feeling unhappy, you need to make a decision and take decisive action towards making a difference in that, removing what no longer serves you. Okay. So I'm going to use these. These are all upside down. It's an animal card. I have the book for it, so we'll see. Oh, you got 2. Oh, you got you got the fox and the hyena, you guys. All right, the fox isn't always negative. A lot of people associate that with negativity. That's Mercury. Okay, so it is a Mercury retrograde, I believe, right? Don't quote me on that. I'm not up to date with my astrology these days. So Mercury retrograde could, everybody says it's negative. It's not always negative, you guys. There's a lot of positivity that can come from Mercury retrograde. But there's always a positive and negative, right? The negative is if there's things that you've avoided, discussions that you've avoided talking about, or things that you've avoided completing or changing. So it'd be like, if you didn't pay a bill, okay? Mercury retrograde usually is when, that letter comes in saying that, this is owed, because you avoided not paying it, right? So if you were turning a blind eye to something in Mercury retrograde, it's going to be brought up where you have to kind of face it. Okay, the positive aspect of Mercury retrograde is it's a great time to study and research. Okay, and you have the 8 of Pentacles. That's a Virgo card. That's very much detail oriented, fact oriented. Okay, research involved in that. Okay, you take things with a grain of salt. It's also missed opportunities can come back to you. Okay, so there is positive. It could be like, you applied for a job, you didn't hear anything back from them, and Mercury retrograde happens, and then the opportunity comes. Because in Mercury retrograde, a lot of people are like, oh, you're not supposed to sign new contracts, you're not supposed to do this. You can miss certain things in the contract. Okay, you can forget to ask specific questions. Mercury retrograde is about details. Okay, communications. But there is positivity to it. It doesn't mean that you don't have to, like you shouldn't take an opportunity because it comes in Mercury retrograde. You can get missed opportunities in Mercury retrograde. It is a positive thing. However, you have to look into the details. You have to ask the right questions. So don't be afraid to write things down if you're going for an interview and ask them those questions. Okay, when you go for an interview, it's not just them interviewing you. You got to respect yourself and know that, okay, listen, man, I can interview you too, because do I want to work here? Okay, what are the conditions it's like here? Is this something that I want? So you need to ask the same questions to the company, know your value, right? Okay, the fox can be clever though. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. Okay, so you got the fox. It's creativity, playfulness, silliness, female wisdom, it says, craftiness, okay, and coyness. The more negative associations with it is selfishness and clever. It says clever problem solving. So you may have to be clever about how you do things. And then you have the hyena, okay. It says oh my goodness, anarchy, juvenility, uh, craziness, non-reflective doing, action, not thinking, taking what one wants. Okay, well that one has a lot of negative associations. Okay, hyenas group together though, so don't be a sheep, Aries. Okay, this is saying the emperor, right? Sheep get led to the slaughterhouse. So don't be a sheep. I'm hearing that. What is that? Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way song. Okay, so let's look up the fox. Let's see what other information. These are pretty short. That's why I chose these cards. Okay. It says the fox gifts are untold. She can shapeshift to fit any circumstance, takes adversity with ease, and always has a safe getaway planned. The fox's ears, you instantly get lighter in your step and excited to deal with any situation in a clever way. So you're going to have to deal with things in a clever way. And then the hyena. It says the hyena is a wild card, carrying both canine and feline traits. He is after his own kicks. He is both a hunter and a scavenger, and is happy with what he can get his teeth on. He knows how to stand for himself and doesn't care what others may think. If at times he has to run off with his tail between his legs, well, that's just part of the world turning for the hyena. You can't please everyone. Know when to laugh at your own mistakes. I did get that earlier, knowing to laugh at your own mistakes. Okay. Hopefully this helped you guys out. And then the card that, these are affirmation cards. So you can just take from it what it is, ponder it, think about it, what it means to you. Okay. That's your homework. And the affirmation card you got is I am forgiven. Okay, so there's a lot of pinkish purple and the sun. So that's very spiritual to me, you guys. Okay, so whatever that means to you, it may mean that you have to forgive yourself, or if you're concerned about you doing a wrong thing, laugh at your mistake, you are forgiven. Okay, so reflect on that, whatever it means to you guys. Hopefully that helped you out. Namaste, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now.